So I normally don't call every single person that puts an inquiry in. However, lately I've been on LinkedIn and I've been researching to see who's actually on my website. This guy is a director at a organization, and that sounds like, he might be a good client. Other times I'll actually look to see if they have a unique domain name because chances are it might be the admin assistant or office manager trying to see pricing for more than just one person. They just don't know what they're doing. They just click on book a photo session or book a headshot session on my website. Even though I have a section for teams for them to fill out, they're not doing all that. I got to kind of close that gap one day, but we're going to give this guy a call.
Please leave your message for.
But he didn't answer, so womp womp. Let's go to the studio. Make sure we're all set. Let's get our squares set up. Make sure we are online. Do set payments. Cool. We're set. Set up for success. And this is my first LinkedIn booking in quite some time, so hopefully it goes very well. I think they have a nice size. They work for a good organization, rather. They do. Ooh, okay. Interesting enough. We'll see how they work. Oh, looks like they're here early. So let us see how it goes. We'll say our introductions to her. Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
Good, Don. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
The change room's right inside there if you want to. Well, perfect. As the, yeah, you can lay it there. There's also a rack in there if you want to hang them in there too as well. How's the morning going for you? Really? What kind of dog is it?
She is a rescue. And she's part terrier, so she roots for everything.
Yeah.
She's part Chihuahua.
Oh,
so she's scared of
wow.
her own shadow. So we just moved to a condo a few years ago, and everybody has a little white dog.
Yeah.
Got the restriction; they have to be under 15 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So everybody's got a little white dog, and she's never been around them. She's lived in the suburbs all her life, and she doesn't.
It was like a
understand
culture shock for her.
She thinks she has to attack every dog that comes. It doesn't matter if it's a big dog, little dog, doesn't matter. And then when it storms, she's scared of her own shadow. So it doesn't make sense. Like she'll sit on the couch, shake and shake, you know.
It's the unknown that just really gets her, huh?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna snag your height real quick here.
Okay.
We got this outfit. Do we plan on bringing any other outfits too as well?
I have a different top I was going to switch into.
Cool
Can I tell you a
beans.
little bit about what I'm doing?
Sure. Whoa, not just yet.
Oh, okay.
Spoiler alert. We can get this here. No, sorry, stay right there. There we go. Oh no, I want to hear all that and more. But if I don't do this, I'm gonna have a ADHD moment and be like, squirrel, huh? What? So cool. Go ahead and walk over to that other side here. But I'll give you one more dad joke before we start. So what did the two walls say to each other at night? Meet me at the corner. Boo! Ah, the cow one was better. How about, what do you call a bear with no teeth?
Gummy bear.
Oh, she is smart. She is so smart. I need to lower this just a little bit. I'm kind of looking down at you. So lower it a little bit more. She's like, Dom, I'm more important than that. You are more important than that. Let me make you sure you're more important. So stay. Now this is better. Nose down, hands down to the side. Excellent, nose down. Keep going, nose down. Keep going, nose down. One more notch. I know it feels weird. Now stretch your chin out to the utmost max. Nose down one more notch. One more notch. Excellent. I want you to close your mouth 100%. And you're going to slightly just squinch your eyes just a tiny bit. Just a little squinch. I know it feels weird. Squinchy, squinchy. There we go. Can we get a little bit more? Actually, stay right there. That's perfect. Close your mouth. Up nose, little nose more down, but I think that's a perfect length. Let me make sure.
It does feel weird sticking your neck out.
It's like, why are we doing that? But it makes the photos come out that much better when we do it here. And excellent. I think she is perfect. Cool. And then one last light test, and you will be in the zone here. Oh, stay right there. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. When's the last time you had your headshot taken now?
Oh, way long.
Way long?
I'm gonna say 5 years ago, pre-pandemic.
Oh, wow.
Pre-pandemic.
Not the record, but that's up there though.
Yeah.
Okay, nose down one more time for me. Actually, stretch your chin out to the max. Nose down, 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 nose down. Bam. Hit me with the slightest of squinches, slightest of squinches. Excellent. I want you to take the edges of your mouth towards your ears. Nose down a little bit more. Excellent. You got stretch your chin out to the utmost max. Excellent. And one last test shot. 1, 2. She's like, holy cow. And that's her. That's her in all her glory. Let us rock. Time to take the real deals. Would you like a water?
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I, do you mind if I take a look at those?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
I didn't put my contacts in.
Let me bring it. Is it up already? There you go. So this is her in all of her glory here. Very confirmando. I mean, it's really just the lighting, but. And would you like a regular water or a mango water?
Oh, regular.
So regular for you and mango for me.
Ooh, spicy.
It's a little spicy here. Excellent. Cool. So like I said, we're going to take a couple pictures in this outfit. We'll switch between the dark background and the white background. After we finish this, we'll change the top. We'll mosey outside, rinse, lather, repeat, do it with the other outfit, and take some kind of like portraiture out here too as well. And at the end, we'll sit down with each other to review the images that we all took and figure out which ones you want to leave with. And I'll kick you back out in that lovely 80-degree weather. I feel like it's like 75 today, but
It's
80.
not that hot, but it's humid.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's gonna rain.
You have any questions before we get started?
I don't.
Excellent. Let's rock and roll. So hands straight down to the side. I'm so excited. You look so great. Nose down, nose down. Excellent. Good job. Nose down one more notch. I know it feels super weird. Excellent. Nose down a little bit more. Cool. Stretch your chin out 100%. Nose down, nose down. Excellent. I want you to take the edges of your mouth towards your ears. Stretch it out. All the way, all the way. Excellent. Good job. Can you give me some nose down a little bit more? Excellent. Can you give me some cheese? Queso, Swiss, Gouda, Brie, pepper check, American mozzarella, provolone. Mozzarella cheese, Gouda cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, so I know my cheeses. Nose down a little bit more. Excellent. Can you turn your head towards the right? Excellent. Right there. Nose down a smidge. Excellent. Perfect. Can you cross your arms? Excellent. Forget HR. You're a realtor now. Look at you. Excellent. Good job. Going to turn your nose a little bit towards this way. Excellent. Slight tilt of your head. Excellent. You're so perfect. Nose down a smidge. Perfect. Close that mouth. Okay? Can you stick your tongue out and say, ah? There you go. Don't do that. You know. She's like, what? Stick your hands down over towards this way. You're going to rotate your body over towards this way. Perfect. Stop. Nose down right there. Exit, stretch your chin out 100%. You're going to turn your nose back towards this way. I'm so glad you can see me. Some people can't. Turn your nose this way. Nose down a little bit more. Perfect. Nose down one more notch. Excellent. You're so good. Can you stretch your mouth even more? Stretch it out. Yes, you're so perfect. Can you cross your arms? Excellent. Nose down a little bit more. She's going into attorney mode. Nose down a smidge. You're so perfect. Good job. Cool. Can you stick your hands down? Perfect. Nose down a little bit more. Good job. You can stretch it out. You can stretch it. Nose down a smidge, nose down a smidge, nose down a smidge more. Excellent. Good job. Close your mouth with it. Stick your finger in your nose. Absolutely not. You know how to mess with you. Nose down a smidge. Excellent. Good job. You're doing this excellent. I want you to go ahead and rotate. We're going to rotate like 90 degrees a little bit over towards this way. Excellent. Go ahead and open up that chest one more time. Do me a favor with your jacket. Kind of just push it down just a smidge. Excellent. Good job. Nose down a smidgen.
Perfect. Nose down. You look like you do work in HR. You got the HR smile. She's like, I'm happy to be here. We're not firing anyone, right? No one's gonna. Not today. Stretch your chin out 100%. Nose down a smidge. Nose down a smidge more. Perfect. Close your mouth 100%. Slightly squinch those eyes up one more time for me. Nose down. Excellent. Good job. You can turn your nose a little bit more towards this way. Excellent. Nose down a smidgen. Perfect. Can you cross your arms? Excellent. Nose down. Excellent. Good job. With your jacket, one more time, just scooch it right there. Cool. Excellent. Go ahead and cross those arms one more time for me. Excellent. Good job. You're going to rotate your torso. You can move your legs as well. Excellent. Cool. Realign your feet right where you see the left and right there. Ba-ba. Because I don't want to blind you today. You're really nice. So cross your arms with no mas. Excellent. Nose down with that. Nose down. Excellent. Stretch your chin out to the utmost max. Nose down a little bit more. Excellent. Good job. Close your mouth with it. Make it nice and warm and fuzzy. Excellent. Good job. Look at me like I got promoted. Yes, I'm getting promotion. Absolutely. Nose down. Excellent. And I get a new 401k? And I get $1 million? $2 million? Yes. Do you have the lottery numbers? I think you probably do. You can show me all those teeth. I want to see all 32 of them. Or 30. How many teeth you're supposed to have? I don't know. Nose down a little bit more. Excellent. Can you lick your lips like a little Cool J? Totally don't need to do that. She's so nice. I know you work in HR. You listen so well. You listen so well. Come around. Look at you. Look.
Oh, wow, that looks really good.
I told you, girl. I'm like, look at your face. You might have. It's not too late, but you're Maybelline. Maybe it's Maybelline. Let's get you on there. I'm like, your face is like so perfect, and look how your eyes are just so complimentary with the jacket and your hair. I'm like, girl, you're gonna be so easy.
I can live with that.
She can live with that.
After you retouch it. After you get rid of this fringe line.
So let me take just a few more. I'm gonna switch into the half body with this too as well. Oh my goodness, they're gonna steal these at your dentist's office. They're gonna be like, oh my God, we did such a good job, girl. Did you tag us? Good job. You're so phenomenal.
My two front teeth are fakes.
Really?
Yeah.
Girl, your teeth look phenomenal.
My guy in New Tampa.
Girl, I'm like,
Dr. Holcomb would be proud.
they did that. I can even tell. Your teeth look so
I
good.
used to have marks across them, and I had problems with one, and so to get them to.
Do you want to sit or you want to stand? You have a preference? You're fine? So cool. What we're going to do is we're going to basically play a game of yes and no. Where basically, yes, you like the image and we move on and we add it. Or no, you don't. We delete it and we pretend it never happened. I went back and I did a little grading on here and I can't confirm I can't get rid of the grays. But with a shot like this, we want to be careful though, because with the hair blown, we don't want to make it too obvious that the blown on there. But we'll dial down there when we get to there. So starting with this first image, how do you feel?
Yeah, good.
I like it too as well.
Better
Then what you got? I got to snoop on the LinkedIn later and see what you're rocking. So how do you feel here?
Good.
Good there?
My picture on LinkedIn is from my daughter's 21st birthday. It's not a headshot. It's a crop of my daughter's 21st birthday. We don't drink.
Yeah.
And she wanted to go, what do you call it? When you slam something into sake bombing. She wanted to go sake bombing. And I'm like, what's that? She's like, oh, it'll be great. So we go sake bombing. Her dad drinks not at all. I drink very, very little. So do you know what it is?
Yeah. They
Chopsticks
put him in there.
And so it's her and I sake bombing. But we're having so much fun. It's great fun.
Girl, how was that? What to say? Girl, how was that? I know your throat was like what are we doing?
It's when people say, hey, it's a really good picture of you. It's like I was pretty loose. I had one sake bomb.
I should have had one ready for you. That'd have been it. No, you didn't need it though. You were looking fine. I had to tease you just a teensy bit. These are fairly similar, but I find like this one's probably the best of the crew. So I'm just gonna chop these other two. Same thing. Your smile's just wider there, so I pass. How do you feel here? Keep going. I think it's a little laugh back. Yeah, I had too much of a tilt. I passed there. How do you feel here? Too turned. Here. Yeah. Keep it going then. Same thing, right? I pass.
No.
Nah.
No,
Mm-mm. Yeah, past that.
I'm greening my
Yeah, little.
Hey, wow. What do you think of that?
I think this one is just like you're in charge. I think that you see that on someone's C-suite site right there. You know what I mean? And it's a really intentional. You did a really good job. I don't know if you remember when I was like, I want you to squint your eyes here. When you do that, it really draws people into your eyes. So it's kind of like if I was to like smile at you like this
Uh-huh.
versus smile like this.
Uh-huh.
So it's like
Yeah.
intentional versus being like deer in headlights kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very small psychological things. The fact that you picked up on that, I'm surprised. That's
You know
really
what's
good.
interesting? I didn't know why we were doing that and didn't have any concept of it. But a lot of times I open my eyes in pictures and I feel like I look like somebody just scared me.
Yeah.
I was scared straight or something.
You got to avoid that because
Yeah.
like when we're genuinely laughing or genuinely smiling,
Uh-huh.
we squint our eyes. So to replicate is really easy. It's just
Uh-huh.
feels kind of weird when you're
Yeah.
doing it, but that's how you pull it off.
Yeah.
I really like that. Good job catching that though. You allowed me to nerd out on you a little bit.
That's a no. for me.
Now pass on that here. How do you feel here?
That's good.
That's good here. Here?
Nah.
How do you feel here?
Boy.
Let me zoom in a little bit here for you.
No.
Now pass on that. Hold on.
Oh my God, I look like my father there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
He passed away during COVID, not of COVID.
Oh, what feature is the most
I have
looks
the
like?
worst parts of both my parents' noses. My dad is this part and my mom is this part.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute.
But the smile is what makes that I look just like my dad there.
That's
But
cute.
it's
How you feel here?
I don't think so.
Don't think so?
Let
Pass
me-
on there.
You know,
Or hold it for now,
I'm
or-
a little self-conscious about my chest. and
Okay.
I feel like it makes me look like I'm busty.
Some alternative here.
Yeah, that's way better.
I'm gonna say that might be
Yeah.
a better alternative.
Uh-huh.
So let me do this real quick so we have that in mind. So I'm just gonna like pseudo crop it. It's not gonna be a spot on crop, but kind of like that. I think that's a little bit more appropriate than.
Yeah.
s-
You've got kind of a dangling finger in there.
Yeah, of course. We edited that out there. I love your eye, girl. Yes. You make me happy. Most people don't catch that. Kind of the same tail, right? You would want to crop that. Is that something you consider though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me
I
crop it
think
real
the face
quick.
looks good.
So, girl, your face
Better
always.
than average.
I'm about to say, girl, your face always look good. So cool. Let me just do this real quick here. And wholly agree on you too as well. I prefer those. And of course I would chop that off, but anyway. And now you've got a smiling version of that here.
Yeah, that's all right.
That's all right. I'll just add that. We'll chop these.
That's
There.
it.
There's no pass on
That's
this, pass on this. And now we're outside. Of course, we'd get rid of this stranger out here. I was just like, what are they doing? And these flyways here, this will be chipped. Yep, pretty much. You just be chipped too as well.
I don't like the.
Yeah, don't like that. And now I'm looking at your feet on your toes. I probably should have you lean a little bit more closer so I'd pass on any of those, you know what I mean? Because your feet aren't down. That's a little bit more permissible because your feet's more down. What do you think? Now pass on those. So pass here. How about here?
If we could do something with the hair, that's not
Yeah,
bad.
I think
When he's talking about a personality picture, is this what we're talking about?
Yeah.
I think?
That's exactly what he means. Exactly what it means. Because when they do this, they have like the website, the stuff at the top, the me, and then at the bottom they're like the about me. They go for the half like vertical shot, and then look for a shot that's pretty much like this
Yeah.
on there. Some kind of outdoor with greenery and stuff, and a really strong candid expression. That's what they typically mean from that.
Yeah. I'm not sure that's the best. we can
Yeah,
do, but
we'll just put it for
it's-
maybe for now then, and chop it later if anything. How do you feel here? Hair looks a lot better on this one
I
too.
feel like that one better.
Yeah.
Because something about my eyes. I feel like if I want to get hired, right? That's what this is all about.
Yeah,
I feel like that girl is. She's not too uptight.
yeah,
She knows her stuff, but she's not too uptight.
yeah. I'm
She
with
can deal
that.
with people. You know? Like,
Girl,
she's
given your
dealing with
history,
people, you know?
given your background, I know you do. The stories you can tell, come on, I already know. So I'm gonna swap this one out for that one then.
Yeah. That's good.
And it's about the same. And now I'd pass on these. I didn't even adjust these here, but I'd pass on it either way though. It still looks stuffy on there. I think that one's probably the winner of the batch, to be honest with you. So I'll just pass on those. All right, so let's get back into this mode. How do you feel here? Not bad. Over to the side, not too much. Yeah, your head's up a little bit too much.
No.
And now pass on these. Nope. Yeah. Nope. It's a little. That's pretty good.
Kinda lab.
I'm about to say a little lab. I think that's to the top of the lab that I would want you to have. Color's a little off here. There's a little top of the lab that I want you to have here. Bottom row. I think I'll leave that up to you. I think it's a little laughy, but it's like right before it's too cheesy is what I'm saying. So I think it's a good shot, but you have to keep in mind it's got a little bit of a hint of cheese in there. If that makes sense? Yeah, so did you want to add it for now or yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd pass on that one. Whoa, why are we so zoomed in? That's why. I think you're a little mad at me on this one, so I'm gonna pass on that one.
Yeah, no.
I think that same thing, a little mad at me.
Yeah. Somebody's getting fired.
And then you got a little deer in headlights. Girl, what do you do at the end? No. We're just gonna act like those last ones didn't last. We're gonna zip over that. We're gonna act like that never happened. All right, so we're gonna throw these up here.
So how many do we have though?
I think we have a total of 10. We got a total of 10 here. So let me move. Actually, no, I think that you can kind of see here from there. So let me adjust. Can we just adjust that one? There we go. Cool. Yeah, so from here, I'll have you choose out which ones you want to go with here. A la carte's $195, but I have collections at 6 and 12 though too as well. So you can get a collection of 6 at $10.70, or you can just chop down from there. That's
I know I'm only going to want one or two.
hey, no problem.
So what's the deal for two?
2 will be a la carte, so it'll be like $195 a piece.
All right.
So maybe do like the lifestyle and then do a headshot, or perhaps do two. The liquid was literally down my throat at the same time. I was fighting for it. Or perhaps do the 2 different style of headshots. I can tell you right off the bat what my favorites are. I'm gonna scooch these halves out real quick here for that, just because they distort it. So my favorite ones right off the bat, I Love You Here. We'll mark it below. I Love You Here.
That's probably the best of them.
That's the best ones there. And something about this one just means business here.
I think you can get rid of that one.
So we can get rid of that one for sure. Good. So we're just going to chop that out the equation.
There's something about these two that if I were doing just a headshot, if I'm focused on the headshot, I think it's one of those two.
And I can see that. I like your expression here, just because you look very confident in the face. You know what I mean? I do also like you forward facing though, because when you're like forward, it's a little bit more broad. It looks a little bit more, in charge too, versus the shoulder turn. If you were just to do 2 headshots, not with the half body, I would say like these 2 are probably your prime best choices in my eyes.
When I look at this, I don't think that looks like me.
Really? You don't resonate?
It's not a bad picture.
I think if you don't resonate with it, you shouldn't go with it, because ultimately, when it comes down to the usage, when you see it, you're gonna be like, it's like, that's not you. So I would chop it. Can we just move it out then? Yeah, because I would never advise someone to do that. But I still hold on to that one. That one's a really nice shot of you.
Yeah, I think there's something about this one that looks like I'm not fully in it. This one looks like I'm fully in it.
Yeah, you feel
Just
more
like
of that
these two,
one?
yeah.
Yeah. So let
I don't know,
me...
it's something with, I don't know, my glasses on or my contacts on. My
Let me
eyes
blow
look
it up.
smaller there.
And I think probably if it looks smaller, it's because you're turned at that angle and you have your head turned. And the way that the shadow's coming down here, it casts a shadow over the eye.
Yeah.
That's what's making it have that appearance of a smaller eye.
And the other one, I think.
The other one doesn't have that. You just tilted your head to the side instead. And it's got a gorgeous smile that no one knows that you did anything to.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think? You thinking those 2?
Well, I want to look
Oh, you
want to
look at those half full body
and
ones?
what happened to these? Were those nose?
Yeah, those are nose.
Okay.
Yeah, I chopped those out. So
All
should I just go ahead and chop these then? These 2 right here?
I would take this one out.
Okay.
And
Still.
I think that one out.
Okay,
But
cool.
I don't necessarily want 2 headshots. I
Sure.
want this
Yeah.
personality thing he's going for. So.
Yeah. So let me bring up the half body ones real quick here. These are our halfies. I say if you wanted to,
I don't think this one's gonna get the job done. I don't think that's
I agree.
enough. I would chop that one. I think this is the shot he's looking for. This is the shot he's looking for. Honestly, I'll just be honest with you. Like he's looking for a shot like that for there. I like the other one. I love that one because how, you know, in your face it is and with expression and being like a headshot guy. But I just feel like he probably would want the one on the far right more than the one on the left. I don't know.
Drop back and tell me again.
Yeah, no
Like,
worries.
I know I need a headshot.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm thinking this one, right?
So I'm thinking that's more like a. I mean, you could use that as a headshot too.
Picked a headshot.
Yeah, you already
This is
picked a
the one with the
headshot.
finger.
Yeah. That's so I was like the half body. So I was like, I like that shot, but in terms of like full on lifestyle, he's thinking the one on the right.
Can you get rid of these two?
Yeah,
Just let
let's put
me
that.
see?
Yeah, sure. And like I said, for this hair up here, like we'll be able to color this in and take out the roots of the grays here and tame down this, primarily this. The flow's okay, but primarily tame down this
It
up
doesn't have
top.
to be perfect. It can be a windblown shot. I don't know. There's something. I wish my face looked better in that.
Girl, I'm about to throw these paper towels at you. I'm not listening to you when it comes to that. I'm not listening to you at all. I refuse you to talk like that. Absolutely not. You look perfect. Like I said, I couldn't have wished for a better combination of everything. Your hair looks great. You have a great smile the whole time. Excellent camera contact, and your colors were on point. Like you couldn't have done anything greater than you've already achieved.
Just not sure that's the look I want for the website.
Yeah.
Can we go back to the headshot that I picked?
Yeah, sure.
The winner chicken.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see here. So,
Am I going to be disappointed that I picked a dark background? Like for LinkedIn? And
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, that's pretty much it now. Yeah, it's kind of interesting you say that. Like over these last 2 years, I shifted from primarily doing like white images down to like these dark gray ones. It's like no one wants to touch them anymore, and it's like I shoot them now, and I'm like I kind of see because it brings the eyes a little bit more, especially when you have like a color palette like you had a mix between white and blues, and then your red pops out more than the white. The white typically flushes you out. It's for the human eye. So I'm just like, it's an interesting turn. Now, 2023 to 2020 and 2023, it was white background city. It's all we were messing with. Yeah.
I love this color,
It's a phenomenal color on you.
but I think this is obviously more businesslike.
Well, I think from like it just really depends on the brand, honestly. Not everyone's brand's the same.
Yeah.
Like, depending on what you go, even from an HR perspective, I could see either or, but at the same, your seat better than me. You know what I mean? So that
It's
might
so
be.
funny. The whole time I worked down here, we dressed for work, and they still do. I was over there a few days ago, and they still dress for work. But so many places that I consult with,
Mm-hmm.
they don't dress for work. It's business casual, like
Yeah.
polo shirt and slacks,
Yeah.
or a top and slacks. But so I don't know that that's that far out these days.
Yeah.
So it's really they're both kind of the same face.
Then I would probably go with a safer bet than, just scooch on one. I think, like I said, I think the right is permissible. But to your point, we don't, no, this will keep you the best well equipped to deal with that. And plus, if you were to go with that shot, at least you'll have two separate outfits. You know what I mean? So then you'll have that one in this outfit, and you'll have this one and that. So you kind of have two separate things going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can even flirt with like kind of zooming that in a little bit there too. So if you want to play with that later on, you could do that, and then you can have a little bit more room with the different color outfits that you have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you want to go with these two then?
I think I'm just gonna do this one.
You do that one today?
Yeah.
Cool. Then let me go over how I'm going to edit the image there for you real quick here. So what we're going to do here is I mean, your face is perfect. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Face is perfect. But we're going to get rid of the bars over to the side. Of course, we're going to make sure these are perfectly white here. What else? I mentioned flyaway here. So we're going to get a little bit of these flyaways that are coming down here. Pretty much anything that's down with the flow, and your hair is flowing pretty well there. Neck looks good. I'm gonna even out the shoulders a little bit here, and that's pretty much it. There's a little magenta in your skin too, not in your cheeks, but like down in this area, it's kind of hard, and down in the bridge of your nose and the chin. So a little magenta. I'm gonna tone that down, but everything else is really perfect to me.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you'd like me to edit that I didn't mention? Anything you think of?
Let me just ask you about the crow's feet
Yeah.
and so forth.
So you want me to lighten those down a little bit there? What are you thinking?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
You don't have to make me 17.
Yeah.
And I have a pretty nice scar in this eyebrow. You can see.
I saw that. I would leave it, but would you want me to get rid of it?
You can leave it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. In other words, usually leave it because if someone was to see you in person, they'd see it. But with the crow's feet, that's like subjective, depending on where you are. So, okay, cool. So I'll leave that, but we're going to tone this down just a tidbit here on there. Anything else, though, can you think of?
No, I think you did a great job.
Well, thank you.
The material you had to work with. I think
Girl, I said, I'm about to be done with you. How dare you? You're so perfect.
Well, I'm just so appreciative
Yeah.
that you took the time to,
It was a fun
Together.
time.
Yeah,
You remind me why I love my job so much here. So let me tag you up on the square, and then you'll be good to go. Would you like another water, though?
Oh, I'd love one.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring you another water. Feel more than free to send me a text or email me. You have my contact. Should be able to get back to you within the next business day.
Okay.
And when you get the email, I'll ask you to leave me a Google review. So if you love me and you want to see more of me, leave me a Google review, and I greatly appreciate it.
I'll be happy.
Cool beans?
Yeah. Thank
It's
you
a
so
pleasure.
much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And good luck with your boy.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
Excited for you all.
Yeah.
These babies that are hard won.
Yeah. It's an interesting journey, but I love every step of it.
Yeah. The best is yet to come.
Mm.
I love my kids are great at every age.
Yeah.
But there's something about having adult kids they're good people.
Yeah.
You know.
And growing, that's the part of life I can't wait to grow up with them as an adult and just see the fruition of everything. I love that.
Yeah, I was talking to Mayor Iorio a couple of days ago. We were at an event together, and I said, "So how many grandkids?" And she says she's up to 3. And I said, "Is it as great as everybody says?" She's, "Oh, it's so great."
Oh man.
So that's in my future down the road. Yeah. No grandkids yet, thankfully.
Soon, though, I'm sure they're going to be multiplying. They'll be coming on out. She chose a perfect image for her. She wasn't feeling the outdoor images too much. I think that they would have been perfect for what she was looking for, but I don't know the story behind things as much as my client does. All I can do is just offer them different options, and if they so choose to, they can. So now I'm going to take her image and throw it into Evoto, get it edited and deliver it out to her, and make her a very happy person, and kind of go from there. My thought process is when someone comes in, whether they buy one image, whether they buy 6, 12, 18, it doesn't matter. You got to give them the perfect experience, because you're not just working for the client today, you're working for the client tomorrow. I don't know if they're going to refer me to a person who's going to buy several images, or even if they just refer one person, that's another opportunity for me to make more connections. It's not about making more money from people, it's about making more connections with the right clients. Anyone who's able to afford me for just one image is the right client for me. So it's a win. And plus, I might get a great Google review, and that's also a win too. So I'm thankful for each and every opportunity that comes my way. But anyway, I'm going to get this edited, and I'm going to head over to the gym and get a good leg day workout in. But my advice to you today is to stay healthy, enjoy your rest time,
and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys, and peace.